The Cavaliers and Memphis getting close to tonight's opening tip. Hey, tonight's game is brought to you by Goodyear, celebrating the drive that moves you forward. Goodyear, proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. By Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. By First Energy. By First Energy, your hometown energy team. By Huntington, earlier access to your pay and extra cash on standby. This is how Huntington reinvents banking. And by SeatGeek, get your seat in a seat. Well, the Cavs and Grizzlies being introduced to the gathering that is on here tonight. The crowd filtering in. Got a good crowd here on a weeknight occasion here, and this should be a good game. As we take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game, the Huntington starting lineups for the Grizzlies in the backcourt. The reigning Western Conference Player of the Week is John Morant, second year out of Murray State. He's averaging 25 points a game. Alongside him in the backcourt is Desmond Bane. Bane also in his second year. He's at 17.6 a game. He's a guy Jim Jones said to keep an eye on. Up front for the Grizzlies at forward, Killian Tilly. He's at 6'9", and he is in his second year out of Gonzaga, a native of France. Also up front at the forward spot, Jaren Jackson, 6'11", out of Michigan State. He's at 16 points a game. And rounding it out in the middle is Steven Adams at 7.1 a game. He's at 6'11", and he is actually now in his 8th year out of Pitt. The Grizzlies coached by Taylor Jenkins, not with the team tonight due to a death in his family. Brad Jones, assistant coach, will be taking the head coaching role tonight. Starters for tonight's line for the Cavaliers this evening, Darius Garland back in the lineup tonight. Darius at 19.5 a game. Alongside him it will be Lamar Stevens. Lamar having that 15-point game against Indiana the other night at 3.5 a game. Up front for the Cavs at forward, Lauri Markkanen, 13.4 a game and 5.4 rebounds. The other forward, Evan Mobley, 14.4 a game scoring and 8 rebounds. And at center, it's Jared Allen, 16.9 a game scoring, 10.7 rebounds. Cavs are coached by J.B. Bickerstaff, who formerly was a head coach in Memphis for a couple of years. But boy, we're glad to have him here in Cleveland. And the Cavaliers at 21-16 get ready for basketball tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies. And those are your Huntington starting lineups. Now on the Cleveland Clinic Sports Health active roster list, inactive players for the Cavs tonight are Taco Fall, Isaac Okoro, Jetty Osman, Rajon Rondo, Ricky Rubio, Colin Sexton, Malik Newman. For the Grizzlies, Kyle Anderson, Dylan Brooks, John Conchar, DeAnthony Melton, Terrell Terry, and Xavier Tillman Sr. They are out. Cleveland Clinic, what's your hope for the future of healthcare? Share your idea at clevelandclinic.org/centennial. So the Cavs and the Grizzlies about ready to get this one started. Our officials tonight are Tyler Ford and Ray Acosta along with Jenna Renault. The Cavs bench to our right, Cavaliers in their wine-colored uniform as they've got the throwback going here tonight as we've got the old Cleveland Cavaliers center floor. Love the look of that logo, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, I love it. And some fond memories, Joe. Joe. See how I slipped into
well,
that?
here you go back. We all do.
Memories. Yeah.
We all do. Those were some great days. I love this look of the Cavs uniforms, the wine-colored uniforms, the gold numerals of lettering, and the Grizzlies in town. They've got that, Memphis Blue, I guess they kind of call it, right?
We used to call the UCLA Blue.
All right. The Beale Street Blue, is that the Beale Street Blue? And they've got the black numerals and lettering. Their bench is to our left. The Cavs bench is to our right. We are glad to have you with us. Cavaliers basketball this evening, wherever you may be tuned in, the Cavs and Grizzlies. And the Cavaliers trying to get that 22nd win of the season, Jim Jones, which would match their entire total of a year ago.
And Mike, it definitely will. But I'm telling you, there's a young kid out here named Evan Mobley. I just got a feeling this is a Mobley night. He's moved up in the pecking order. They now have him at first or second option. Watch him tonight.
All right, the opening tip
listen to him tonight.
Controlled by Jared Allen. Back taps it to Darius Garland. Cavs will work the basket to our left. Garland with the left-hand dribble on the wing to Allen. Back to Darius. Into the lane he goes. Turns, shovels it into Allen. Hooks it up on the rim. No. And the rebound to Steven Adams. And now the Grizzlies will move it left to right. Desmond Bane, a player Jim Jones says keep an eye on for Memphis, along with John Morant, who is electrifying. He pulls up for the jumper now. Passes it back out to Jackson. Jackson tries on Markkanen and goes up. Shot is blocked away by Allen. And the Cavaliers come the other way with it. It's Darius Garland ahead to Markkinen. He goes baseline, flips it out in the corner, and back.